And here we go. Welcome back here on Dan Wilkins Broadcasting for the penultimate event of the night. It is Monroe and Long Island United in the Cadet Championship. It is our third of three games today. We saw a shutout in the Beaver Division, 6-0 Marlton over Mays Landing, and then we saw an overtime thriller just a couple of minutes ago in the Freshman Division. As it's Monroe versus Long Island United. The Braves on the left side wearing their black and blue jerseys, and then the white road jerseys for Long Island United, traveling several hours to get down here to New Jersey. We appreciate the travels, though. They had to get a game ball. That would help. I don't want to be no Einstein, but sticks are clanging against the bench. We're ready to go. Intensity is high from the get-go, and we're underway. This one's knocked down over to Monroe. Glenn has it for the Braves. Already feels like we've taken a step forward here. Not in competition, I should say, but in intensity. Braves take their time, slap it over to the left side. Here for what is the last game of the night. There's another game going on the gray rink, and a save by Monroe. 9:03 left in the first. Another couple of shots in front of the net. I apologize, just gathering some rosters. We had a very short window between when the cadet game started and when the freshman game ended. So I kind of have to backpedal over to our last time seeing Monroe, which was versus Egg Harbor Township. Or in Egg Harbor Township, I should clarify. There's a goal. Don't even need to know their name. They've got themselves on the board. 1-0 Braves. Gets the party started early. Goal was scored by Brady Gabriel, with assists by Jake Glenn and Ian Basilio, who had 2 goals of his own in the cadet overtime win over Belmar. All right, now it looks like we are set. Just took us a couple minutes to get going here. Grodzalanek has it. Guarded by the United and by number 36, Ethan Hupp. But Monroe with an early advantage here. Here in the Cadet Championship, there were some fireworks, and the last time we saw the Cadets, again 2 weeks ago in the preseason. Here we go, shot over the middle, couldn't get it there from Grodzalanek. Yeah, I was going to say, there shouldn't really be that much confusion. The two horns sound very different between the gray rink and the blue rink here at Mays Landing. And a glove save by the United. So some shift changes after the stoppage. Ball gets wrapped around the boards. Long got some contact in on there, Dan Long. Knocked down, but maybe not with the intended effects, because Long Island United going to be right in on it. As Angelo Ferrante had some good contact there. Braves have it. It is back to Catalano. Back behind the United net. Long with some contact next to McLaughlin. Here's Light. Moving back over into the right corner. It's Zumas zooming his way back behind the United net, or behind the Monroe net. Couldn't get a shot off there, out at the left wing. Who's it this time? Basilio with a shot. Couldn't get it there. Looking for the possession back. Spinning, firing. Knocked down by Basilio. Some more checks up near the boards. Another opportunity to tie the game. It's good! Goal United! They strike right back with a goal of their own. We're tied 1-1. Goal scored by George Passaportis, assisted by Jack Hernandez. We are tied up. It is back to Hernandez, who had the assist on the first goal. Now they're going to crash the net again. Moving it back behind, Basilio is going to take this one. Basilio with the game winner for the Cadets at overtime versus Belmar 2 weeks ago. Slides it out. And icing. .427. Another shot by Estevez gets deflected. Monroe looks for a swipe with Burkholder. Another shot there. Deflected, and another save by the United. Stop the play with 4:14 left. Under the lights from a, honestly, I mean, it's 49 out. Could be worse. We've had some games where it's below 30 over in Camden, and had a game over at RCSJ yesterday, which dropped into the low 30s. So it has warmed up a little bit. It's not exactly springtime weather yet, but we're inching our way there. Still jacket weather for 99% of America. Monroe in trouble, feeds it out from a long ways out. Another deflection off the United goal. Another deflection, look out. That one is stopped on the shot by Froba. Froba deflects it. Here's another one from a long ways. Good direction there from Monroe as Gonzadzik tried to get a shot off there. He did, but it didn't go where he wanted it to. Face off with 3 minutes to go in the first. Shot from Missioner missed it, missed to the left. Here we go. United hot on the tail of the Braves. A couple of swipes there by Long. And a nice save there by United goalie. 1:59 left in the first period. It's a tie game, 1-1. Monroe got the first laugh there from Brady Gabriel, and then the United from Long Island struck right back. Another one wraps around the boards after a shot wide to the right. Basilio has it. Basilio is basically just tangling through everybody here. And an icing call. I mean, he was moving his feet to the left and to the right and just like he was almost doing the splits trying to get all the defenders out of his space. Face-off brings the play back to it here with 1:30 left in the first. Shot there with a little bit of height to it, a little arc from Gabriel. Basilio took a fall. Little shove there with Burkholder. Goes through Glenn. Glenn with Santulli. Little right hand action there. 40 seconds left. Here comes a shot from Burkholder, misses left. Long Island taking their time here with Hernandez. Monroe looking to find where the ball is. Glenn over and out. Now it's to Burkholder. Hernandez. Braves looking for a save. Out to the right wing. He gets it out. Burkholder uses all of that force. Glenn's pass was turned over. 3 seconds left. Shot! No! That will end the first period on a tie game as two early goals get this party started. Through one, it's 1-1. over to our last time seeing Monroe, which was versus Egg Harbor Township, or in Egg Harbor Township, I should clarify. There's a goal. Don't even need to know their name. They've got themselves on the board. 1-0 Braves. This time, Basilio with a shot. Couldn't get it there. Looking for the possession back. Spinning, firing. Knocked down by Basilio. Some more checks up near the boards. Another opportunity to tie the game. It's good! Goal United!
Header reached first on an error in the first at-bat of Game 2. This one's lined into center field. Slider going over. He dives. Did he make the catch? Yes, he did! Ryan Slider makes the catch. Not on a slide, but instead on a dive. 2 away.
Welcome back in period number 2. We're tied up. You just saw on that DWB instant replay the 2 goals scored between Brady Gabriel for Monroe and for Long Island United, George Passaportis, assisted by Jack Hominides. Had to appease some people. There we go. It's Billy Froda. Looked like a glove save, but he ends up dishing it back out. United have it. Grode Zelanik in there for Monroe. This broadcast is brought to you by Harper Driving School. May not be relevant to the Long Island people because they might not want to travel 2 hours for a driving school, but especially for these Monroe kids. Over 90% of students who take their New Jersey State driving test with Harper pass on the first attempt. And that first attempt of a shot is wide left. But for more information and booking your appointment today, visit 614 Lambs Road, Suite 4 in Pittman. Monroe taking their time with a pass between Gedzanzik and Fretz. Out near the Monroe sideline and center ice. Still staying good, taken in by United's number 72, CJ Pugh. And taken in by number 91, Chase Biasiadecki. Now it's Frodo on the left wing. That one gets popped up, stays in play. It's Hupp. Back across center ice to the left wing. Jacob McGee in on the defense. United looking for a shot. That one rings around the roses and falls out of play. After a nice effort there, moving around the netting and the chain link fence. One tie game, 8:21 left in period number 2. Brady Gabriel had the first goal for the United. That one is almost knocked down. Billy Boyer thought about knocking it down for the Braves' benefit. Couldn't get it there. It's back to Catalano. Shoot, and the shot misses there. Both of these teams very offensive focused, and a nice save by Billy Boyer. But this seems like an offensive-centered game, at least just so far. These guys are taking a lot of shots on goal. Boyer's feeling the pressure. The United goalie's feeling the pressure. I mean, all these guys are really putting their eggs in the basket here. And we'll see how long it takes for everybody to move their chips forward. Remember, we are just outside of Atlantic City. United working behind the opposite net, looking for a turnaround as Ferrante's got it. But now Monroe with a breakaway. It's Catalano. Now backpedals back behind the yellow line. It's over to Dan Long. Wraps that one with force around the boards. A shove by Light into Tommy Hayes. Here we go. Breakaway on center ice. Light couldn't get there. First to it is Noah Felice. And this will be another wraparound. It appears back behind the United goal. Taken by Adinolfi. Hits off of his right foot. He's able to regather with the stick. Guarded heavily by Christian Estevez. Checks it back to Catalano. Putting the LI United on ice, I guess you could say. No pun intended. Catalano out on the left wing. A big hit there. Moving back out. And an icing called. 6:33 left in the second period here. Gabriel will be in on the face-off for Monroe. Face-off yields good labors for Monroe. Adinolfi back at the yellow line. This one's checked away. Here's Comanidis. Pardon me. Over the glove of Billy Boyer. Here's Basilio. Out on the right wing. Feeds for Gabriel. Pass gets interrupted. Goes back to 92. George Passaportis. Homenidis brings it out. And an icing called. A late icing called. But either way, still counts just the same. A shot blocked off the midsection of the United goalie. Basilio knocks it down, looking for a goal of his own. No good there. United on the attack. A check on Adinolfi. A high shot missed there. Basilio going in. Bit of a shoulder check. United with a low-hanging shot. Never really left the ground, but Burkholder comes up with it. This one's over the middle. Who's got it? Gabriel looking for goal number 2. No, it gets interrupted. Sometimes the ball is hard to see here at night, even though it's a hot pink color. Adinolfi with a shot from beyond the yellow line, got saved by the United. It's Basilio, wraps it around to his teammate Jake Glenn. 4:45 left in the second period here. No goals since the United and the Braves traded off one in the first. Basilio takes a fall, stick extended. Now it's back out. United with a left-handed kind of foot push there as Zumas leaves him alone. And now the Braves will be back at it with Adinolfi here. He's taken a couple shots on goal from that exact location. Now it's Basilio, left wing, slides over, backhand, no good. That hits off the top of the fence, stays in play for number 7. Or actually, that looks like that was number 9, Jake Santulli. Boyer dives for a save in front of him, able to stop it. Game remains tied at 1 apiece. By the way, at the other rink, the gray rink, it's 3-1. Honestly, couldn't tell you who is. Oh, hold on here. That ball went out of play. Almost hit me. We've had a couple close calls. We had one hit the lift. Yeah, once we find out who's playing, we'll let you know. We'll keep you updated with scores from the other rink at the request of our client. Monroe and Long Island tied at 1-1. Hang on here. Light brings it back. A return to center. Tries to shoot it through the middle. A Q shot. Now Monroe takes it up. Here's Grodzalanek. He's got him to his right. Froda was the intended target, but instead it gets taken in by the goalie. There's another one there. Missed there. Now it's Grodzalanek again for the Braves. Back to Froda. United looking for possession here. Light gets the ball knocked down on the pass from McGee. McGee going in. Light with a one-handed swipe. Passes high from Hermanidis. Another couple of deflections. Froda, slap shot. Another block with the pads. Knocked down for number 88, Jackson Fretz. As these two are going back and forth like none other. Here's Froba again. Froba guarded with heavy traffic by Santulli. On the right wing, shot, save! Long Island by the skin of its teeth, able to keep this game tied. And we'll have another face-off here on the far and away circle. Looks like a ball actually got onto the ice from the other game going on. This one's taken out. That one is knocked off the fencing. Burkholder has it. By the way, don't forget, next Friday, March 14th, we'll be unveiling our DWB High School Baseball selection schedule with 41 games from March 24th all the way to May 22nd. We have 41 games in 7 different counties here in the state of New Jersey. It's going to be a jam-packed schedule. Here goes Glenn. Couldn't get that shot to go through the middle. But yes, 7 o'clock on Friday will be our baseball schedule reveal for Dan Wilkins Broadcasting all across South Jersey. And for some of our Monroe folks in Jersey, maybe Williamstown will get a feature or two. Burkholder with a high shot. Glenn receives it on the left wing. Holmanidis goes in for it. Another couple of shoves there as Krongel got caught in the tangle. No icing. Back to Burkholder. Minute 20 left in the second. Holmanidis. Basilio picks it up. Can he take the money and run? Let's see what he's got. Gabriel, he spreads the wealth. No good there. As another save in the pads for Ryan Krause. And we'll have another face-off with a minute 9. It feels very similar to that freshman game if you were watching between Maple Shade and Egg Harbor, as a goal by the team in green over in the, that might be, I'll take a look at our tourney app. I'll see who's playing over there that just scored. That'll be West Deptford, who just scored. They trail 3-2 midway through the third. But this feels a lot like the 609 and Maple Shade game, where it just feels like it's a balloon gaining pressure with save after save, stand after stand, block after block, and you know, you're building up all this momentum, you're building up all this emotion, and then it will pop somewhere and somebody's going to score. Of course, that game went to double overtime before 609 called game on a goal by their right forward, or their right wing, I should say. Look at me using the layman's terms. Joey Markello. 40 seconds left. Monroe wrapping it around here. Some more checks between Hayes and Santulli. No penalties here in the Cadet game. I'm very surprised by that. Now, the folks that are watching can obviously tell me I'm wrong, but I've been very surprised that we haven't seen any of that tension. Maybe a couple of shoves, but not a lot of emotion boiling over. These guys are keeping it cool, playing disciplined hockey, and you always like to see that. Look out here, look out below. Almost with a goal by Genzadzik, but then the second period will end with Monroe and Long Island United tied up 1-1. We've got 10 minutes to play in regulation. Let's see if somebody can break the stalemate. After a scoreless second, it's still 1-1.
In life, the road ahead is full of possibilities, but to navigate it safely, you need the right skills. Harper Driving School is the premier driving school serving Gloucester, Salem, and Camden counties. With experienced instructors, many of whom are teachers in local schools, we are dedicated to your success and will help you master the road with confidence. With an over 95% success rate of students passing their road test on their first try, you know your student will be in good hands while embarking on a huge step of their young adult lives, all while avoiding the lines at the DMV and getting insurance discounts.
We chose Harper, and so should you.
Third period ready to go. No penalties in this game so far. It's been nothing but disciplined, high level, and high stakes hockey. This broadcast is brought to you by our good friends over at Garden State Pet Center. Keep your pet happy and healthy today with the most organic food products available in South Jersey. Visit them today or any time of the year, really, because they are open 7 days a week at 226 South White Horse Pike in Audubon. 10 minutes to play in regulation. Gabriel and Homanatus in the face-off at center ice for the United and for the Braves. The Braves, last time we saw them 2 weeks ago in the preseason tournament at Egg Harbor Township. Ian Basilio at a game winner, including 2 goals of his own in a 4-3 overtime win over Belmar, which represented themselves in all 3 divisions in that preseason tournament. Boyer with a save. Where is the ball? They got to find it, and now Glenn brings it back out and into the field of play. Glenn just dicing through the defense here. Another shot misses long. Looks like it might have clanked off the post. Another couple of shots. Pugh from way out missed it. Well, he didn't miss it, but he definitely had a higher launch angle. Higher launch angle than he envisioned and what he wanted. Been here since 12:45 p.m. today. It's been an action-packed 3 games of hockey. Marlton beating Mays Landing 6-0 in the Beaver division. And then just a couple of, not hours ago, but here's a good knockdown by Basilio. Now he's going to try to bring this one back into the lamplighter on the right wing. Shot misses there. Adenolfo gets blocked by Korgel. Or excuse me, by Krongel. Now Monroe taking their time, forming a figure 8 around his goalie, Billy Boyer. Back at center ice. Taken in by Brady Gabriel. Shot misses there. No, well, it is a save, but play stays alive. No icing. Glenn will pick this one up. Now Glenn on the right wing. Shot gets blocked. Shot from Gabriel would have been his second of the day. Would have been the only goals. Here goes Basilio with a wraparound. No good there. Gabriel taking his time, back behind the Long Island net. No good there. Light picks it up. Not before Gabriel gets to him first. Light eventually hangs on to the possession, wraps it around the boards. Here is Glenn. Distributes back to center ice. And the glove save by Kraus. Actually, that's Tyler Stam in goal, number 70. I saw a 0 back there, and, you just look and, again, like I said, sometimes your eyes say something before your brain does. 7:17 left in the third. Some heavy contact there immediately following the face-off. Gdzanzik with another shot there on the right wing, basically in the same spot that he shot it last time. Unsuccessful both times. Grodzalanek. Feeds it back over. And a shot no good. You heard the gasps from everyone in attendance. Another shot knocked down. Jackson Fretz, the only one really in sight touching the ball for the Braves. And another good possession there. Light with a little shove. A crossover gets him past McGee, past that hurdle. Now Light on the right wing, over the face-off circle. Shot from center ice. No good for Boyer. Back to Fretz. 6:30 left in the third. We haven't seen a goal since with 4 minutes left in the first, when Monroe and the United traded goals. Gabriel had the first chuckle, if you will. It's McLaughlin who misses it. Now it's McGee. Monroe with possession there. Pugh with a check, spinning around Froba. Still another shot there. Great save. Fretz almost let the ball go through. Froba misses. Another handful of shots. As he's getting hit like he's in the trench there. Still stays alive. Boyer with the save. Man, he was getting hit around more like a 7-footer on Space Mountain. I mean, that was a wild, wild series of events, and somehow this game remains tied after all of that. And immediately trouble after the face-off. Boyer with a save as the face-off had an immediate shot attempt. By the way, West Effort has tied the game over on the gray rink, 3-3, 1:20 left in the third. Here's another face-off. 5:30 left in regulation for all the marbles in the Cadet division. Here we go. Shot from Basilio doesn't go. Could hear him giving 110% on that one. Glenn, guarded by Pugh. Now the United bring it back. It's Homenades. No, Boyer had a handle on it, couldn't hang on. And a high floater, icing. How about it? It's a great opportunity for both of these teams to have some great final possessions going into this 5-minute gauntlet and a race to the finish. A race to the finish. But as we said, Monroe is no stranger to late goals and, more importantly, to overtime. We still have 5 minutes left, though. Still a little too early to call. Basilio has this one. Left-handed slap. No good. I think that might have been from Homenades. Yes, it was from Homenades. Monroe with possession. Glenn, one hand on the stick. Goes back to number 8, Johnny Zumas. Popped up. Collision at center ice there as he tried to knock it down. He got interrupted, and what do we got here? We will have a face-off on the far end of the ice. 4:15 remaining. Long Island United and Monroe Braves tied up 1-1. Knocking that one off the sideboards. Glenn. Now it's Burkholder. McLaughlin and Gabriel going back and forth. The defenseman Adinolfo has been excellent tonight in making sure that nothing gets past him. From the left wing, no good. On the shot by Basilio, taken in by the United. Stays in the blue and white's possession. Well, I guess that doesn't really narrow it down, does it? Here's Glenn, working through heavy traffic, like he's past exit 11 of the turnpike. Now it's going to hit off the net, go back past Burkholder. Holmanades has it, no ice. I mean, I'll tell you, this has been a very clean game. No fights, no penalties, and honestly, not even really any questionable refereeing decisions. I mean, I have a lot of respect for the referees in pretty much all aspects of sport, but they have knocked it out of the park tonight. Good shot from Gonzadzik, but he misses there. 3:01 left in regulation. By the way, overtime over at the Gray Rink. .180 seconds before overtime is upon us. But a lot can change in that time. There's a shot from Gonzadzik. They're going to crash the net. What do they got in the store? Goal! Goal! Monroe takes the lead. Camera cut out for a second. Actually, what happened there? There we go. Sorry about that. The goal scored by Jackson Fretz. Had a feeling he might be the guy to get it. And with 2:55 left in the third period, we've got a Monroe lead. Wraps it around. And now if you're the United, you've had time to think about, okay, what if they score, and then what happens if we score? Well, now the hypotheticals have become a reality. Now, instead of them scoring with 6 minutes left and you having time to think about when you're going to pull your goalie and, what kind of defensive schemes you're going to throw, well, guess what? Now that kind of ethos has been turned on its head, and you've got 2.5 minutes to think about, okay, what do we do, what do we do, what do we do? And it goes from a light plan and maybe a little bit of urgency on it to now a panic of, oh, we're down by 1. We've got to get this thing across now. Monroe with a lead there after a goal by Jackson Fretz. Here we go, another one. That one's sent all the way back to Camden County. As that one was a laser by Grodzalanek. Let's see if we can save that feed for the replay on the goal by Fretz. Got in the store. Goal! Goal! Now, it looks like it came in a little late there. My apologies. By the way, on the Gray Rink, 3-3 tie game. 7:16 left in overtime. But all the marbles are here. A nice spin move by Glenn. He loses the puck. Goes back to Hupp. Gonna have an offside? I think we're gonna have an offsides call. Just a little bit over there. That's the right call. I mean, you could feel just the frustration and maybe if not that, the regret. Like I said, I mean, there have been almost 0 questionable calls in this game. And not only that, the coaches really haven't bickered much to them, and the officials have done an excellent job here. It's Basilio. Feeds it over to the middle. From the left wing, he loses it. Would have had an easy path to a goal, but he squanders it. Now it's Hupp. A shot saved by Boyer on the ground. Again, some great defense from the United, but if they're going to get back into this game, they cannot allow Monroe to keep getting these shots on goal. I mean, Billy Boyer's a great goalie, but you know, if you're Williams down here, or if you're Monroe rather, have to find a way to get that defense a little bit higher up. I mean, they've been crashing the net well, but the United, they have been crawling back in. There's another shot. No good there. On a laser by 13, Basilio. He slides over to the middle. 1 minute remaining. Here we go. Homenades slides over to the right. He falls down. And now moving around the way. Look out. That almost hit me, but it stays in play. I had my hand ready just in case. 40 seconds. It's Gabriel. The United down 2-1. There's a shot from the wraparound. Couldn't get it there. Now the United have space. The world is their oyster. How can they do it? Oh, the ball got stuck in the ball got stuck in Stam's pads. Got stuck in his pads there. I think they were just about to pull him as the United were just about to go. And the United call a timeout. Here in the last game of the day, here from the Mays Landing Street Hockey Complex. It's been a pleasure. It's 2-1. Monroe. We'll be right back.
Header.
Ryan Nutley, who has 3 RBIs so far, is up on deck as here's a fly ball at the center field, going back to the wall. It is gone! 3-run home run, Steve Schaefer. He rockets one out, and it's 9-2. First home run for Schaefer this year, the second hit at home by a Scarlet Raptor.
After the timeout, 30 seconds left. Long Island called their timeout. Wonder when they're going to pull that goalie. They do, immediately on the offensive attack. 18 seconds left. Monroe looking for the dagger. It's Hupp. Offsides, offsides, up by maybe 6 inches. Clock stops with 13.6. Now Homenades and Gabriel on the face-off. Monroe looking for an empty netter. Got it! Basilio brings it home and brings it in. 9 seconds left. Drives it in with a goal of his own on the empty netter, and it's 3-1. Nine seconds. Or 8.9 to be exact. So 3 goals from 3 men for Monroe. They're going to bring it out. And the Monroe Braves are going to win the cadet title in the Robert J. Donoflio tournament. They're bringing it home. The Monroe Braves celebrate with 3 goals. 1 in the first on a laser shot from Brady Gabriel. The second by Jackson Fretz to take the lead, and then the Ian Basilio goal with the empty net to close it. Game, set, match. Monroe takes it away from Long Island United by a score of 3-1. The goal for Long Island came from, I apologize, I actually can't remember who it came from. I think it was Jack Homenades who had that one. I know he had the assist. Either way, great game from Long Island. They were very good on defense, but it just seemed like it broke down at the wrong moment. They got that one goal and then just couldn't find a way to recover. And then, of course, that situation with the empty net, just couldn't get that one to stay in. And Basilio brings it home. That'll be all for us tonight. Big thanks for our entire crew. Rob Dirks of Mace Landing, along with, for their entire crew for having us rent out this lift. It's been shaky. I've been a little bit seasick today, but you know what? That'll prepare me for when I go whale watching this summer in Cape May. And, of course, ABHA President Brian Yackel. He has been an excellent partner with us for the last several years, and we appreciate it greatly, the fact that we're able to cover hockey in this great state of New Jersey and everything that they've been able to do for us as a business. From our entire crew, our social media coordinator, our social media coordinator, Haley Mejia, our graphics crew, Gavin Van Rel, Caleb Lane, and Liam Nolan, along with Alex Pollock as an assistant. I'm Dan Wilkins. We'll see you on Friday for the Dan Wilkins Broadcasting Selection Show for baseball, where we'll unveil our 41-game schedule across 8 weeks in 7 counties. It's going to be a fun one. Parents line up for the pictures, and deservedly so. Monroe takes the win 3-1 over Long Island United. That'll be all for